Music by bensound.com. Welcome to Knicks Home Court with your host. My name is Greg Armstrong. This is episode number 21. This will be a quick, just an observation of tonight's game. I had to come on. I had to do it because I want to say something. I have been against Kristaps Porzingis playing a center since everybody's saying, oh, he should play center. I've been against it for a while. And I must say, I saw the potential of Kristaps at the 5 and Melo at the 4 tonight. Albeit, it's against a team that's really not that good. Let's be real. Right now, Dallas Mavericks is not a good team. The Knicks should have won the game no matter what. But the fact that they went to their small lineup with Kristaps at the 5 and Melo at the 4 with Justin Holiday at the 3, Courtney Lee at the 2, and Rose at the 1. This lineup and Noah on the bench. Now, I want to get into Noah for a second because I don't know if this was a Hornacek thing or is Noah hurt. I'm not really sure what's the situation with that. But sometimes if he's hurt or he's not hurt or it's Hornacek, this is a good thing to see for the Knicks. It's a completely different team when they change it up this way. Not even going to talk about the first half. I thought the Knicks were going to win this game no matter what. The Knicks have been doing a good job in most of their victories. Well, in 2 of their victories, this is one of them, where they just out-talent the other team. They're not out-hustling teams. When they hustle matches up to their talent, they'll be much better. But I'll just say, we all know Melo's a beast at the 4. But switching Melo to the 4 and Porzingis to the 5 does a few things differently. Porzingis had a double-double for the first time this season. Puts him under the rim, and he gets more rebounds. It puts him in a position to be a shot blocker, to be a rim protector. And Melo, offensively, is a beast at the 4. Let's think of it this way. If you put Porzingis at the 5 and Melo at the 4, you're going to have 2 impossible players to guard. Porzingis, most centers in the league will not be able to guard Porzingis. Most 4s in the league will not be able to guard Carmelo Anthony. I'm not sure if we should go to this as a starting lineup or anything like that, but I think that we should look to use this lineup more often. Justin Holiday is proven to be a really good pickup. I'll say this, Derrick Rose had a struggle tonight. He struggled tonight. But I like the fact that he forced it a couple of times, but he didn't force it too many times. When other players got it going on, no matter how good you are, you got to let them do their thing. So I'm happy about that. The only problem with this lineup is that it still leaves the Knicks bench thin. Because right now, I think Lance Thomas is hurt. And if Lance Thomas is hurt, then who's going to replace Melo at the 4 position? Indoor is not the answer. Indoor is not the answer. I can tell you that right now. He's not the answer at the 4. He can't shoot the 3. He can't stretch the floor. Mendauskas is 6'9", but he's a skinny kid, so I don't know if he can be the answer at the 4. So that's where we run into a problem. We need Lance Thomas back in a worse way. Or we need to look to pick up somebody who could play a stretch 4 just for a few minutes off the scrap heap or make a trade. just something we need to consider. But I'm going to tell you like this lineup, I mean, it gives you more of an instant offense and more of an unstoppable offense. Melo at the 4 is his MVP, almost MVP season was at the 4. He's a good enough rebounder to play the 4. It also, now I just talked about the offensive side of the ball. Now let me talk about the defensive side of the ball. The defensive side of the ball, it makes the Knicks a better team. Especially when teams are using stretch 4s. You got Porzingis running all around the court for stretch 4s, and it makes it very difficult. And it's better to put him down at the 5. Melo can do well against 4s. He can play good D against stretch 4s. Holiday has the speed enough to stay with 3s. Now, don't get me wrong. There's going to be times where we play teams where we may have to go big again. But I can say that I like this lineup. And I must say, clearly, I stand corrected. Because I realized something about Porzingis. If he's playing against bigger, beefier, burly centers, he can get by them. Maybe he can't shoot over them, but he can get by them. And what's going to have to happen is they're going to have to put smaller guys in at the center position, which is going to hurt the other team's rebounding. It's going to hurt the other team's defense down low. He's a mismatch at that position. He's a mismatch at the 4, but he's really a mismatch at the 5. And by the way, I think Porzingis had an excellent night. He showed his repertoire. Tonight was a night where I could say you got a glimpse of what the future may be with Porzingis. 7'3", he was doing all kind of moves tonight. I must say that, So I just wanted to come on and do a quick analysis of the game. We got some tough games coming up. And I think this lineup is something that we need to consider. I wouldn't go right to the starting lineup as of yet. But I know that stretches of the game, we need to run this lineup a lot. We need to do that. We don't need to we don't need to play games. I mean, it was a completely different team on the floor when they switched this lineup. I know everybody sees it, and kudos to Jeff Hornacek if he made the move on his own. And you know what? If knowing the Knicks, he didn't make the move on his own. Knowing the Knicks, Noah was hurt. Because that's just how it is. But either way, after seeing tonight, I think they have to try to go to this lineup. There was some chemistry. There was some ball movement. It just, and Melo at the 4 also creates more opportunities for him to pass the ball. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Like I told you, it's going to be a quick hitter, a short Knicks Home Court podcast. Again, as I always say, you can find Knicks Home Court on iTunes on Under Life Culture Sports, no spaces. You can also go to the website, lifeculturesports.com/Knicks Home Court. You can go to YouTube and just search Knicks Home Court, or you can go to SoundCloud under Life Culture Sports. That's all I wanted to say. Let's hope we get a couple of wins coming up. And y'all have a good night. Peace.